Hello everybody, this is Lise from Fallen Misfits, and today I've been visiting a few friends at WinterNvrCame KARA Heroes, two awesome war clans. And I'm going to bring you some of their GoHo attacks, some of Town Hall 9 and some of 9.5. And so the first attack is going to be on this base that has max defenses and some heroes between level 10 for the Archqueen and level 14 for the BK. And the way he's going to attack this base is with a Shattered GoHo, because obviously the double giant bombs on this base can be either in this location, but you generally have Teslas around the town halls. You can make an educated guess and expect really that the giant bombs are going to be in this open area. So if he can go in through this first layer of wall over here with two columns over there and break through with some wall breakers, most likely his kill squad is going to be able to trigger a certain number of those giant bombs and therefore nullify the threat. And so once this is done, he can send in his hogs towards that area and help them through. And obviously the Archqueen is very easily accessible on the side, so there's no need of using a spell to get to her. And so he's able to bring in 4 heal spell, which is absolutely awesome. It's going to help him heal his hog throughout the entire raid. So he sends them from that area, and so they can path nicely around and clean up the rest of the base. He brings in a large number of wizards as well to help with cleanup, and so with that combo he's able to deal with things well. He brings a poison depending on what there is in the clan castle. He can use it for the clan castle troop, or he can also use it for the skellies further down the raid as he sees what happens with his hogs. And so let's now watch it and move on to the attack. So here it goes for the attack. So he starts in, as we discussed, from the bottom. He puts down his golems. He's then going to back them up with his Archqueen. He's going to use a certain number of wizards for funneling to make sure that Archqueen goes in the right direction. He puts down his wall breakers to get through that first layer of wall, and it's a dragon in the clan castle. He puts down a few extra wizards to help take it out, puts down his BK as well. He uses the Archqueen ability a little bit early. I would have probably waited a little bit, but that's what happened. Then he can start as soon as these giant bombs start to pop. So he's got one that pops here, a second one that's going to pop in a second, and he can start his hog deployment. He uses an Asian wall sort of style deployment. And the hogs actually trigger another 2 bombs. I mean, he's really fast in putting down that heal spell, which was a very good thing since his hogs had lost a very large amount of life. He uses a heal spell a little bit towards the bottom that only protects 2 hogs, but since he has 4, it doesn't cause much of an issue. He can put down that poison for the skellies, and he's almost been able to protect his hogs towards the entire raid. And as he puts down that last one, he's got, I think, a bit over 10 hogs left, and so there's nothing that's going to stop them from getting that 3-star. There's only now that mortar that can be a danger, as well as the BK, but with the number of hogs that he has left, this is not a real threat, and he's able to go through the entire rest of the base. And so he's also brought sufficient number of wizards to help with cleanup, and so everything happens really fast, really quickly. I mean, he got that entire base, and I think it was about 2 minutes. So a great attack and a great result. I really enjoyed that attack. And so the next 2 attacks that I'm going to show you are going to be people at Town Hall 9.5 attacking Town Hall 9. So they have a definite advantage, let's say, since they have 1 extra spell mostly. And they both use the same overall strategy. So they use a GoHo attack with 4 earthquake spell to get to the core with their golem and kill squad. And so on this example specifically, he decided to actually go golem heavy, right? So he sent him golem from that side and also from the bottom. And as you can see, this compartment over here is pretty open, as well as this one. And so if he can take down that wall here in the middle and break through, obviously on the side as well as from the bottom with wall breakers, and take down that piece with an earthquake spell, he's going to be able to kind of take out that entire side of the base with his kill squads. I don't remember if he takes 4 or 5 golems, but he takes a large number, and he's got those beefy heroes as well to help go through the core. And obviously the bombs on that base are pretty clearly all in the middle, so you can have them here, you can have them here. You can have them over there, but mostly there's not really much chance of any bombs being on the outside, right? Because they can be spring traps over there, but not giant bombs. And so he uses the hogs in his GoHo attack to take out that upper side of the base. And so he deploys them surgical, sort of like this, and it works really, really effectively. And that second attack, that last attack that I will show actually, is not deployed exactly in the same way, but it follows also that principle of using an earthquake spell in a GoHo. So let's move on and watch those 2 attacks. And this first attack, I thought it was really impressive, done so fast, less than a mid 50 to 3-star Town Hall 9. That's pretty impressive in my book. And so he goes in, sent in the golem on the side, as we discussed, put the last one towards the bottom in a little moment, break through the walls with wall breakers, also towards the bottom, backs up with his heroes, and as soon as everything is funneling and going the direction that he wants them to go, he puts down that earthquake spell in the middle. And so everything funnels back together into the core. There is a dragon in the clan castle, but with the high level heroes that he has, as well as the large number of golems that he brought, he probably damages pretty bad the golems on one side, but it doesn't cause much of an issue to his attack. And so all his spells are actually for what's going to happen into the core, because his objective obviously is to make sure that he deploys the hogs once all of the defenses on the outside are targeting the golems as well as the heroes that are into the core. And so they don't damage the hogs at all, almost, let's say. They the hogs can tear out all the defenses on the outside and also very much help with the cleanup. And so super fast attack, very, very well executed. None of the giant bombs touch any of the hogs, and it just I thought it was a beautiful attack, and I hope you will enjoy it also. And the last attack I wanted to share with you is an attack by Disco from KARA Heroes. And he uses that same principle of a GoHo with an earthquake spell in the middle. However, he uses less golems on this one. He uses actually 3. And he starts the same way, puts down his golems, funnel with wizards. He doesn't have to break walls, obviously, because he can access the core directly. He backs up with his Archer Queen, makes sure she goes towards the right direction, and deals with that dragon in the clan castle. The wizards actually help with the clan castle also, which is obviously great. As soon as everything is clearly cleaned on the side, he can put down his BK, late down as well, to make sure that the dragon and the CC troops don't target his BK. High level heroes, which is a clear advantage. He helps everything go in the right direction, take down the Archer Queen, protect his heroes as long as possible with those golem, and as soon as the core is controlled, he can start to deploy his hogs. Wouldn't necessarily say fully surgical deployment, but he deploys them in a sort of clockwise fashion, helps them out with heal spell, continuous deployment, make sure they get into that core, and he manages to keep his Archer Queen up for a long amount of time. And as you can see, his kill squad's kind of taken out half of that base, which is absolutely amazing. And as he gets towards the back end, he doesn't have one last heal for them, but it's not necessarily needed. He's got wizards everywhere to help with cleanup. His AQ is still alive and helping, and it's just like in 2 minutes he completely decimated this base, and I thought it was an awesome attack. So here it is. That's what I had to share with you today. I hope you will find the video interesting. If you have any suggestions, questions, comments, please let me know. If you have also special attacks you want me to come and check out, let me know either in the comments here or also on my Twitter page that you can access from my YouTube as well. Thank you very much everybody for watching, and see you all next time.